Uhuru Kenyatta has been re-elected by 54%. Tell you what, those margins are an increase from what happened back in 2013, where only received 50.07 of the vote. And this time around, he has more than 54% of that vote. Certainly a decisive victory for Kenyans, as well as for Uhuru Kenyatta, who has been campaigning with his campaign partner, William Ruto, who will definitely be his deputy. I just want to give you a sense of where we are at the moment. We are at the KICC, where we expect Uhuru Kenyatta to arrive and come and address the party hopeful. This is the hall where the podium was set up. However, though, outside, signs of jubilation, people dancing, singing and shouting, celebrating this victorious moment for Uhuru Kenyatta, who has been seeking a second mandate, and indeed he has received this second mandate, as the party hopeful as well as those who support him have decided that Uhuru Kenyatta will definitely get a second term. Earlier on, I tried to speak to some of those people who are outside where we have the stage that has been set up, and they are saying that they will be celebrating with Uhuru Kenyatta because they believe that he is the one person who would be able to develop the country. They speak about the economy, the economic state of the country. They speak about the infrastructure rollout that there has been. But quite interestingly, speak to any Kenyan and they'll tell you about the free maternal health care that Uhuru Kenyatta has been able to outroll, and also free education. And while Uhuru Kenyatta was on the campaign trail, he was saying that when he gets a second mandate, when he starts his second term, he will also try to ensure that there's free education also at a secondary level. So there are plans in place in terms of what Uhuru Kenyatta has in store for Kenya. But of course, here's the other thing. You have Raila Odinga. And just listening to Uhuru Kenyatta's speech, he spoke quite presidentially, reaching out to Raila Odinga, an olive branch, saying that we are united, especially to the Honorable Raila Odinga, that we must remain united as Kenyans. And of course, the Kenyan anthem as well that was being sung at the end after that speech. Quite importantly as well, when you listen to what Uhuru Kenyatta was saying there, saying, each one of us are brothers and sisters. Reach out to the one next to you, whoever that person may have voted for, which is quite an important message. But the question is, will that message filter through to areas like Kisumu as well as Kibera, where people are really, really angry? I was on the phone to one of the residents in Kibera, was saying that at this moment they are not happy. They still believe that the votes have been rigged. We still have to find out what NASA's next plan is, because after the meeting that they had with the IEBC, they did indicate that they are quite clear that they will not go to the courts, and they said that the people of Kenya must be the jury who will judge and see how the IEBC, which is a constitutionally mandated body, have failed them, because they have raised serious issues with regards to the hacking, which the IEBC has refuted, as well as how they say that the votes have been rigged and the numbers have been altered. But certainly celebrations will continue here in Kenya. But one thing is sure, there must be places, maybe pockets, where people are angry at the announcement and the declaration by the IEBC that Uhuru Kenyatta has been re-elected as the President of Kenya. It's back to you in studio.
And that was Aldrin Sampier, who was coming through to us live from Kenya, where celebrations are taking place, and with different reactions from what Aldrin was speaking about with regards to President Uhuru Kenyatta, his brief speech after accepting his presidency, and what Raila Odinga said afterwards as well. Now we continue.